Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the American Tier 7 Premium Medium tank, the T23E3. And yes, this tank has preferential matchmaking. So you'll only ever see up to Tier 8, which is obviously a very wonderful thing. It's always great to have. So this is a tank you're going to be able to earn in the May Earn Op Challenge. And it's a very damn good little tank. It's a lot of fun to play at Tier 7, especially with the pref. It's really fairly mobile. It's got an incredible rate of fire. It's got decent camo. It's just a solid all-round tank, and it can be a lot of fun. So, what do you have to do to earn the tank? Well, to earn the tank, you've got to win 5 battles, deal and assist 1,000 damage in 15 number of battles, or 15 times, and deal 50,000 or more damage in any number of battles. Now that's for week 3. On week 3, as with all the other monthly earn up challenges, that's when you can earn this tank. That's why I show that one. So if you do all the weeks preceding it, or the 2 weeks preceding it, and then that one, you'll be able to earn this tank, and it's a fantastic tank. And the 2 weeks, week 1 and week 2, the first 2 challenges aren't any different. You just have to do like 35,000 damage and then 40,000 damage for that final one. So it's like, in total you've got to do like 125,000 damage, something like that. So the earn ups are pretty simple. You can get it just by playing along and playing more high damage TDs and stuff like that, or just high damage tanks, and you'll cruise it. Yeah, this tank is pretty damn fun. As you see, while we're chasing this Hellcat, it rips tanks to shreds so quickly. 2.3 second reload is pretty lovely. And it can be so much fun. It is. I think I did a video on it a wee while ago, and I called it the E25, but with a turret. And it's true. It basically is that. Just how quickly it fires, it kind of just destroys people before they've blinked, right? It's not got the camo of an E25, but just the rate of fire and the way the gun is very similar. So in terms of a crew, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Trap Mechanic, Situational Awareness, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun, and Camouflage Expertise. Now, I run the Camouflage Expertise because it does have good camo, and I want to make that camo better. But I run the gun perks as well, because the gun isn't the best in the universe. And just making the tank generally better with its gun is something that I really wanted to do with the tank. And that's because the tank fires so damn quickly that I want to make sure I'm hitting these shots and making the most of this really good DPM. And to add to that, I run Rammer, Vert Stabs, and Optics. Optics because I want to make sure the view range is as good as possible. Rammer because, well, make the DPM even better. Why not? And, yeah, Vert Stabs because you want to make the gun as good as possible. And then, like I say, with the Optics, you can just keep yourself spotting in that. Because you are a medium tank, you want to be spotting for yourself. You want to be able to get the view range out, and you want to help your team out by doing that. And in doing that, you can also, get some good spotting damage out yourself, which is nice. So, we're on this first game, and we're on Vineyards, and we've taken this flank fairly aggressively, which is what I like to do. Get down this K-line, start spotting people out, trying to get shots. If you've got people that are camping on the hills behind you, you can get a good amount of spotting damage. That is one thing I didn't mention, is the fact that this tank goes absurdly quickly backwards, and it's something you notice when you pull back over ridge lines. Like, wow, this tank's flying. This tank is a really mobile tank, and yeah, with the pref, it's really nice. I mean, with the penetration, you generally don't do too badly. You've got 149 on the AP and 190 on the premium APCR. 190 is pretty much going to deal with most tanks you're going to face because of your preferential matchmaking. The 149 can let you down a fair few times when you are in those bottom tier matchups. Bottom tier for what you are, right? Yeah, it will let you down when you're facing some of the tier 8 stuff, like the 50 TP prototype that was in front of us. But when you're facing most of the tier 7s, you'll be alright with 149 PEM. So, we took a massive slap from that Iron Rain, and that was a mistake. We shouldn't have. Well, basically, I was doing exactly what I tried to do there, where I was trying to bait him, get shots into him, and unfortunately, he did end up just clipping us, which was not ideal, not what we wanted, and unfortunately means that we're now a one-shot for everything in the game. There's only 4 tanks left on our team, and the other team are winning 8-4. Yeah, this position that we're in right now is not going too well. I was going to try and get across to where Rossi is, but I decided against that as soon as I got spotted by the T92, because it was like, okay, this is... Yeah, no, I can't do that. Because as soon as I try and get across to them, I'm just going to get shut down. So we're going to end up changing back again, and we're going to try and see if we can spot anything that might be coming towards us. Try and see if we can get any shots to help those guys over there. Because we don't want to get caught out. If there's anything coming up behind us, well, that would be bad. We end up spotting the Tiger 1. We put the bushes between me and him so that hopefully we can get some good shots in. But unfortunately, he's just dropped behind a little ridge, which has made it so that we can't actually shoot him. That is so frustrating that he's managed to find that one little spot to get hidden from us. Is what it is, though. We're up to 2.2k damage and 1500 assistance. And now that Tiger is my worry. Because obviously, if he was to poke out, spot us, it's not going to go well. And yeah, it'd be curtains pretty quickly. So I'm just hoping that he pushes out. But now there's this heavy tank, the Slapjack, pushing across the open. And I'm just like, okay, I'm going to try and get a shot at him. Unfortunately, our 149 pen isn't going to go through that turret that wasn't that well angled. Or should I say that was pretty well angled. But he manages to turn his turret fully sideways on. And we do slap the shots in. Now we're getting some shots at this batch at 12T. We hit one on him. Hit two. No, it misses. And then we get some shots into this T92. We're just trying to help our team out as much as possible. Now there's a ball sig. We're pulling back behind the bush so it's not clear anymore, so that our camera rating is as good as it possibly can be, and so that we don't get spotted by this ball sig, because obviously it's going to go downhill very quickly if we start getting shot at, because we are a one-shot for everything. But we're trying our best to help this guy out. We're pumping the shots, and you see how quickly you can wreck someone. Before they know it, they're losing all of these hit points, and this ball sig is no longer that healthy. But unfortunately for me, he just gets behind something and gets safe. Now there's this 1357. Right, I have 105 health, sorry. He has 90 average damage. So I'm going to chance that he's not going to be able to kill me in one shot. And that's exactly what happens. He's the only tank that wasn't going to kill me in one shot, unless obviously he high rolls, which, yeah. So I took the calculated risk there, chanced it, got one shot into him, and then he got one shot into me, but I got to finish him off. You've just got to work out where and when to use those hit points, and like I say, it was a calculated risk. He could have high rolled quite easily and killed me, but he didn't. He left me on 22 hit points, and we're still going in this game. So now Rossi's over here with the other heavy tank, and it's like, right, I'm trying to put myself in a position where I can shoot anything that Rossi spots. And there's the ball sig. It's like, hello, Mr. Ball sig. We try and get a shot at him, but unfortunately, there's only a tiny gap there that we can actually get a shot at that ball sig, and it ends up hitting the building. We're just going to wait, see if he crosses in the open, which he does, so we shut him down. We're up to 3.7k damage, 1600 assistance, and it's like, right, okay, I'm going to move now. I've helped Rossi with that ball sig. We know where some of the tanks are. Right, we need to change up the position because they know where we are. So I want to change up where I am, flank around into a different position. And if I can get somewhere like down the 1-2 line, possibly, I could be alright. But unfortunately, we get spotted. There's the batch at 12T, and he just hits us on the move. Snaps on, hits us on the move. That's just what happened, and unfortunately, we got shut down. But we finished with 6 kills, 3.7k damage, 1600 assistance. Ace Tanker, High Caliber, Top Gun, and the 1476 base XP. A nice Ace Tanker on a loss for the T23E3. Was a little while ago, this game. But, yeah, it was a nice game. It wasn't... it was Rossi and his E25 on the other side, and unfortunately, Rossi couldn't quite carry us through to the victory. God damn it, Big Rossi, why didn't you carry us? Oh, teammates say, can't rely on him. Oh, dear. Anyway, we're in this second game, and we are on Lakeville, and it's right. It's like, I'm not going to go to the valley, onto the 1-2. We're not doing that. That's just going to be death for a tank like me, because I don't really have turret armor. I have a fast firing gun. I'd have to keep exposing myself over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and we don't want to do that. So we're going to go to this middle road, and we're going to see if we can get some shots out onto these guys. And we're platooned up with Swindle, who's also in the T23E3, and we're just going to see if we can cause havoc. This T43 just hasn't... He just doesn't know what's hitting it. In the blink of an eye, he's dead. That's how quickly this tank can destroy something. Like, there was 2 of us there as well, which was great. It was pretty devastating. So now we're spotted. We're just going to chance it, keep getting some shots into this KV-1S. We end up getting absolutely slapped by the artillery. That was, what, half our health? Bit of a problem, that. But, yeah, it's like, okay, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I am spotted. I'm getting out of dodge. I'm not staying in this position. It's just not happening. I'm going to get out of that position, change up, get over here, onto where my heavies and mediums are at the minute, and hopefully from there be able to get shots at anyone crossing to the town, or possibly anyone camping along the 4 line, because Swindle's saying he's going to move into E4. That should hopefully spot people up, and we can get some shots. So with him moving up into E4, I'm like, actually, you know what? I'm going to go to the buildings in front of me. I can stay safe there. I can get shots at the people on that line. And if I get spotted, obviously I can hide behind the building. But fortunately not. Well, unfortunately, we got spotted by the E25. But the detector signal didn't go off. So it's like, okay. I'll just sit here and start pumping shots in. But here's a Hellcat 105 in the open. I thought he was going to keep charging, but he doesn't. We pop a shot in, damage his tracks, take them off, damage his engine. And this is where this poor little Hellcat 105 is going to get absolutely done in. He's tracked and broken engine in that place. He's screwed unless he uses a repair kit, but he doesn't, and we get to shut him down. That is one thing I did forget to mention about the T23E3. For saying we lost half our hit points to artillery right at the start, we're still on 748 hit points. This tank has 1,440 hit points. That is a lot of HP for a tier 7 medium. I mean, we're talking, we've nearly got the same HP as a Tiger 1. Nearly. We're 60 off. It's also a very big asset of the tank. It means you can take a hit here and there. You can chance your hit points as well. You can, be that little bit more aggressive with your hit points and, exposing yourself to the enemies to use this really quick fire gun. So this IS-2 is coming in. He's like, I'm YOLOing you. Cool, bro. Okay, sure. We have friends. He's going to lose his hit points, but I know obviously I can get a lot of shots into him now. But I'm thinking he's going to be reloaded soon, so we blow his tracks off. We blow his tracks off so that he stays in place for that little bit longer, and that gives my friends the time to put him down lower on HP and gives me the time to reload a shell to be able to finish the guy off. If I hadn't tracked him there, more than likely he was going to come after me probably a second quicker, and that second made all the difference. Because obviously I'm really fast-firing gun. That split second gives me the chance to be able to get another shot in, give my friends the chance to put him down to a one-shot for us, and, we get to shut him down. So we've now got up behind this Rampanzer, who I don't think quite expected all the tier 7s to come charging in behind him. And we got a couple of shots into him. He's now going after our Lioness, but the Lioness shuts him down. And we're going to try to move into a position where we can get a shot at this Warlord Panther. We're going to try and get, well, if our driving is any better, we're going to try and get round the house and get up behind the Warlord, but the Warlord gets shut down. That's another preferential premium medium tank that you don't actually see that often, and that's because it's not very good. This tank is way better than that tank. This tank is a hell of a lot of fun, and for being able to earn it, everyone's going to really enjoy it. And tier 7 is going to be a menacing place to be for any other tank. So, there's this Oni over here. He's not spotted us so far. We've loaded premium because we're going to need it for this Oni. And we're just trying to pump some shots into his side turret. Now, this is where our 190 pen is a little bit disappointing. We ended up bouncing a fair few shots, but we do manage to get the shot into his back end, which is decent. We're up to 3.2k damage, 584 assistance. We're just trying to work ourselves into position to see this Oni a little bit more. But then there's the AMX M445. It's like, oh, that's an M445. He looks stock, which means that he could have 240 alpha, not the big 105. Which means, again, he's going to take more than one shot to kill us. And he's definitely stock. He's got the ARL-44 turret. Now, I'll pop a shot at him, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to use this 30km/h reverse speed to get back round this corner. But then he ends up losing most of his hit points. And it's like, well, I can take the hit from this bloke. You know what? I'm going to do it. YOLO time. We get one in, and then we're going to try and finish him off, but we bounce. But we do get to shut him down, and he was the last tank alive. So we finished the game with 3.6k damage, 584 assistance. Finished with the victory. 4 kills, 3.6k damage. Swindle finished with the 5 kills, 3.3. He comes top, I come second. Brothers in Arms, Ace Tanker, the high caliber. He's got 1887 base XP. I've got 1804. A really good game for both tanks on Lakeville. This tank's really damn good. It can be a lot of fun to play. It's just so rapid fire. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
A great success!